to another episode of the Sports Battery. I am Monte with my co-host Matt and our partner in crime for the Ravens, Kendall. How y'all doing this evening?
What's up, brother, man? Doing good. And yourself?
Good, good. Can't complain. How you doing this evening, Matt?
What's up, fellas? It's good to see you, Kendall. There's been some news with Rodgers and the Ravens, man. Love to hear about it.
Yeah, brother. So the Baltimore Ravens has just extended their first round pick, Bateman, to a $36 million contract, $20 million guaranteed. He had his best season this past season. So we'll see how that goes. When he had a career best, 45, 756 yards, 9 touchdowns, until 2023, and then this past season, I think he pretty much stepped up, with everyone, with having some big catches, some big games, and stepping up for the Baltimore Ravens throughout the whole season, including the playoffs. So, Kendall, how do you feel about this extension? You like it?
Oh,
Dislike?
yeah, most definitely. I mean, like if you really think about it, ever since you really saw it from his rookie year, it's like every year he starts to progress like better and better and better. And like you said, this past season was his best, and I think there's gonna be more better seasons to come. So yes, I think this was a smart move. Definitely
Okay.
would like to keep him on the receiving core of this team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you think he'll be keeping him as the number two receiver? Because we brought in DeAndre Hopkins. He could possibly be the third option, um, along with Zay Flowers. So you think he'll be continue to do well even after this past season?
Oh yes, most definitely. I can still see him being the number two. No disrespect to D Hop, but yeah, I can still see him being number two.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Yeah, I agree. I think Rashad Bateman definitely. A lot of people were calling him a bust earlier on and being nervous about him because we haven't
Proving him
been
wrong. Proving him
pretty
wrong.
lucky with drafting first round receivers. Especially when we had drafted Peterman, and then previously before that, we had Hollywood Brown. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I think Bateman.
I make fun of him all the time, and you know that. And some previous, I said he doesn't want to be here. You don't want to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I agree.
You know what? How many? Let me ask you, Kendall. How many of these Ravens wide receivers this year are going to have 1,000 yards receiving?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I really think Rashad Bateman can do it. I mean, Zay Flowers, this was his first 1,000 yard season. In fact, he's even the only. Actually, he's the first Raven wide receiver to even make the Pro Bowl, which was very surprising for me because I actually did not know that at first.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think Rashad can actually get it done because, like you said before, like he's been progressing better and better every year and every year. And this was his best season so far, which you said like 700 and something yards.
Well, that was back in 2019.
Uh,
2013. But yeah, no, he had 756 yards this past season with 9 touchdowns. Yeah.
yes, I think he can definitely get it done.
Okay.
Shoot, if not him, then more than likely probably Zay Flowers again.
So will Zay and Bateman both get 1,000? Because a
Being
rookie.
honestly, if you want me to be honest, probably not. But like, I can still see them putting up good numbers though.
Okay. So both of them at least getting like 700 yards at least.
Hmm
For
700 yards.
gambling purposes, it goes 750, 1,000, and then 1,250. It's weird how that works. It's 750, 1,000, 1,250. Those are the tiers. So 750, Zay Flowers and Bateman, should we both put them at 750? And then what about the tight ends with Likely and Andrews? Are they both going to be 750 guys?
You know what? To be honest with you, actually, now that I think about it, I could probably see maybe the tight ends getting probably a little bit more yardage because, like, looking through most of our games, Lamar Jackson likes to connect with the tight ends a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think that Andrews and Likely will both get 750 receiving yards this year?
Mm, yeah, I think I can see it.
Okay.
I think I can see it. Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be a tough one because
All
everybody.
depends on the scheme that we run.
Yeah, I
So
agree. I agree with that.
4,000 yards. The one of the biggest props that I found the other day. This may be the steal of the year. is that there's a Ravens special. Will the Ravens get a rushing touchdown every regular season game of the year? I love this prop. It doesn't
And you know
matter who
what?
it is. It just has to happen.
I know, but I'm about to say, we damn near actually almost did that. I forgot which game Derrick Henry didn't score, but I think he made it all the way to like week 10 or week 8 with like
But so it only
a
didn't
touchdown.
happen once, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wow, I'm really gonna go in on this then. Okay,
Well,
so what
actually,
is it?
no, I don't know. I don't actually. Hold on, no, I don't know
Okay.
if it only happened once, really, but like there was like a few games that there was more than one game that Derrick Henry didn't score, but like it was still pretty much most of the games that he did have a touchdown in.
But it's,
But
it's not just Derrick Henry;
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole
That
team.
is true
oh
though.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
is
Oh, I'm
true.
sorry. You're right. You're right.
So, is there how many games last year did you guys not have a rushing touchdown? I think that to have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, it's hard to believe you didn't have at least one every game.
Yeah, I mean it's okay though. I mean, Derrick Henry had almost 2,000 yards with 16 touchdowns. So I mean, that's pretty damn solid.
No,
So
I can't wait to see the Henry props, but we're talking about receivers mainly today. I'm gonna see D Hop in the 750. I'm gonna take a chance. You know what? Because I'm gonna hold you guys accountable to when you signed D Hop. The vibes were like, damn, we couldn't get somebody better. So I can't wait for D Hop to. I told you guys, D Hop's gonna blow your mind.
yeah, of
Yeah, I mean,
course.
I'm not gonna lie. Even though he's kind of up there in age, I still think he's the best like corner, like route runner. Really, I said
Yeah,
corner. Excuse me.
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna be a big third down guy too for sure. He has the best hands, definitely hands down best hands.
So
And he's
So
all
still moving pretty good for his age. They clocked the speed, and they said he ran for like 20 miles an hour or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So it
just to
should be
confirm, do you think all five of those weapons really get 750? There's Bateman, Flowers, and D Hop with Likely and Andrews. All five of them get 750 receiving on the season. Because I might do a play, Demonte, where I might do
I
that.
don't know. That's kind of a tough one right now
Yeah, that's very kind of a tough one.
because you especially when you have Lamar Jackson running still, and then you have Derrick Henry running.
What
So
if we
it's
Hmm.
gonna be
did
a
two?
tough
What if we
spot to
split them
do.
where we did one that has just the wide receivers and one that just has the tight ends?
It's possible. It's possible, but it's gonna be kind of hard because Derrick Henry and Lamar run
So
too.
I'm definitely going to take Derrick Henry rushing yards, man. Like I think 2,000. What do you guys think? Maybe.
I don't know. It's gonna be pretty tough. I don't
It
know.
is going to be tough. I mean, he has the capability to do it.
Yeah,
I will
I
not
definitely
lie.
say at least 1,500 yards. Definitely
That
1,500
at the
yards
least.
for Derrick Henry. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It should be interesting this year, especially adding D Hop, who's another a pretty solid and reliable weapon. So
So
we'll do pretty well.
does
So
Lamar have 4,000 passing yards?
I think he can most definitely get it.
yeah,
He
he
ranges
will.
around that area, like pretty much like ever since like he first like became the starter and started like actual week 1.
Right. I agree. I agree with that. So Kendall, you heard the news.
Uh-huh.
Aaron Rodgers is with the Steelers. Everybody was like, "Yo, Mason Rudolph, gonna be the starter. Aaron Rodgers might go to the Vikings. He's in the AFC North now with Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. We don't know who the Browns starting quarterback is gonna be, but right now it's looking like Joe Flacco.
Uh-huh.
How much does that affect the AFC North?
Well, if you really want me to be completely honest, yes, they did need a quarterback because I'm not gonna lie, even if I was a Pittsburgh fan, and I would hate to be one, I really don't see much faith in Mason Rudolph because we've already seen what he looks like as a starter. Like he can win a few games, yes, but like he's not that guy. And when it comes to Rodgers, like I said, yes, they do need a QB, but dude is not who he used to be anymore. Like I definitely give him respect though. Like, but he's just not that like top 10 caliber quarterback to me anymore. And plus, dude is 42, and I say this with the utmost respect. Like, got glass bones,
Okay.
in my opinion. Like he got injured after like the either the first 3 plays or the first play last season in the first game.
Yeah. 2 seasons ago, yeah.
Oh, I thought that
Um,
was this past season.
no. This past season, he played like most of this. He played most of the season. He still ended up as like top 10 quarterback in terms of stats.
Oh,
Um,
well,
but
I
yeah,
could have
2
been
years
wrong,
ago when he
but
first signed with him, yeah, he had he had that injury.
and also they don't have Pickens anymore, and all they got is DK Metcalf. Like I don't know who else really to say is really good on that offense. I mean, I don't even know if I could really even put like their tight end on that list. I mean, maybe he might be a top 10 tight end, but like I just haven't really looked at all his stats.
No, I got you. Okay, I agree.
Like
I
I just
agree.
think it really is just going to come down to the defense helping them win games again.
Yeah, that's how the Steelers work. You know what I'm saying? At least lately. And, Mike
Mm-hmm.
Tomlin's still there, so we'll see if he'll continue his path to going to the playoffs every year since he's been in. So we'll see how that goes. So it'll definitely still be going against Mike Tomlin. But okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so how do you think the AFC North is going to be? Do you think the Steelers are going to be? I mean, I believe the Ravens are still going to be number one in AFC North, finishing the season. Where do you have like the Bengals and like the Steelers?
So Bengals and Steelers, I'm not even going to lie to you. Most of the time, the Ravens always lose to the Steelers is because we end up effing up,
Right.
or like over some dumb stuff, really. And it really looks like most of the competition really is going to be from the Bengals, but also at the same time, it's just like in reverse. Like Steelers have like really no offense, but they got a good defense, whereas the Bengals have a good offense but have a very shitty defense.
Okay.
Like I really don't even know which to do to put those at. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, I think the Browns are probably going to be last, but
Right.
any given day, any given season.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, any given Sunday.
No, yeah, I got you. I'm following. We follow you. Follow you. Okay. Any given Sunday. No, I feel you. I live and die by that. Any given Sunday, because anybody can lose, anybody can win any game. That's why I feel about it. It doesn't matter the record.
And plus, the AFC North is like the hood of the NFL. If you really want me to be honest,
Okay.
but I would say this division probably has the best like pass rush.
You know,
Yeah. Okay.
I got a hot take for you fellas. I think that Rodgers steals a game he shouldn't in the division, just like Jameis Winston beat the Ravens last year.
Okay.
And that was the first time he ever beat him.
But it
Yeah.
may not come against the Ravens. It may be against the Bengals. See, like
Okay.
I'm saying, he's going to win something big because that's what he does. But like, who else is going to deliver? Like you said, Mason Rudolph. You can't really depend on that. But like this upcoming QB draft is going to be big, so they'll find someone long term in the next class, not this one. This isn't a 2 year deal. When he went to the Jets, he got a 2 year deal. This,
Mm-hmm.
this is a 1 year deal because he knows, hey, we're gonna get Drew Willar from Penn State or the LSU quarterback or whoever, right?
Right.
You know
Okay.
what? Kirk Cousins, man, shit's not going well. Kirk Cousins is a steal.
It's gonna be some wild stuff. Yeah.
Because what if Rodgers really does get hurt, man? And they go back to Mason Rudolph. This is something they got to think about. What if he really gets hurt like early in the season, right? And you got to go to Mason Rudolph and the Ohio State guy. I'm seriously trading for Kirk Cousins. Why not? Why not go get Sam Howell and say fuck it? Why not? Let's give Sam Howell a chance.
Well, he's with the Seahawks, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, they got
No,
rid
that's
of him.
that's that's
He is with the
Hey,
Vikings now.
what? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
because they
yeah,
drafted
yeah.
Milrow and traded Howell.
I did
Who
not know
plays for
that.
the
I did
Seahawks
not
now?
know
The
that.
QB, Sam Darnold.
Darnold and Jalen
Oh
Milrow.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sam Darnold is with Seahawks. Okay. Wow. Okay.
But if Darnold doesn't get it done, they're putting Jalen Milrow in. That's the battle.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna
I
be
thought
really
that I
interesting.
thought he played. You talking about the QB that got picked this year?
Yeah, Joe Milrow plays for
Oh
the
no 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 no!
Seahawks.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Cam Ward. Sorry. I'm
Oh
I'm
yeah,
listening.
Cam
Well,
Ward plays
they're
for the
both in the same class. Ward went first. Jalen Milrow was second rounder, I think.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So where do you rank the AFC North in terms of teams, Kendall? We'll end it on that note.
Well, like I said from earlier, like Ravens definitely first, and I can see the Browns going last again. But depending on how things go, they might be able to push third. Like I said for before, like I can't really, rank Bengals and Steelers because, like I said, one has a good defense and the other has a good offense.
Okay. Okay. I like it. Okay. I guess we can end it on that. That's cool.
Mhm.
Appreciate you for hopping on and talking to us about the extension in the AFC North. We'll definitely catch up with you soon to talk about the Ravens training camp and see how everything going on with the rookies and everything in this upcoming season. Matt, hope you have a good evening tonight.
See you guys.
Yes, sir. And everyone, thank you for watching Sports Value, and we'll see you guys on next episode. Cool.